A long time ago, in a galaxy very, very close, on a tiny moon in a little moon cave, there lived the moon babies. One moon baby was called Petal and another was called Gordy. The moon babies slept for 29 hours a day. But when they were awake, they often got themselves into lots of trouble. As usual, the moon babies were sleeping in their little moon cave. Petal was sleeping in her flower bed. Gordy was sleeping in his treasure chest. Everything seemed quiet and calm until suddenly there was an almighty bang. A meteor crashed into the moon. Petal and Gordy woke up. Suddenly the moon was shaking from side to side and fire was spilling out everywhere. The moon babies did not know what was happening. They were so scared they went to hide in the treasure chest. They sat very still and listened carefully. When everything had gone quiet, the moon babies carefully got out of the treasure chest. Gordy peered outside the moon cave. Everything seemed safe. The moon babies were very lucky as they had a special TV with an invisible wire that stretched all the way down to Earth. They playfully fought over the remote control, switching between their favourite channels. Gordy soon got fed up and went back to bed, leaving Petal in full control of the TV. Petal began to lose herself in the flower channel. She tried to imagine what the beautiful flowers would smell like. Then, all of a sudden, there was another big bang. Everything started to shake. The moon shook so violently that Petal rolled out of the moon cave and tumbled off the side of the moon and fell through the sky all the way down to Earth. Gordy was still fast asleep, snoring louder than the explosion. He had no idea that Petal had fallen off the moon. Then she realised she'd landed on Earth, in a field full of beautiful flowers, just where she had always dreamed of going. Petal was so interested in the flowers that she had not noticed the angry gardener watching her in the distance.
Oi, stop! What are you doing? Give me back my flowers!
Petal was suddenly very scared. She could not understand what the gardener was saying, but her voice did not sound friendly. Petal was so scared she ran off towards the woods.
Oi, come back here!
Back on the moon, Gordy had finally woken up and was now watching TV. To his surprise, he saw Petal on the TV, running through the woods. He could not believe what he was seeing. How on earth had Petal ended up there? Gordy feared for her safety and decided to rescue her in his space rocket. Down in the woods, Petal ran as fast as she could, away from the scary voice where she thought she would be safe. But she was very wrong, as the woods were full of big, wild, hungry animals, all looking for something to eat for dinner. She was now in far more danger than before. The trees towered over her and swayed in the wind. Wind wailed through the leaves. Shadows loomed. It was very noisy and spooky and dark and gloomy. Petal was very scared. Hiding in the long grass was a lion. The lion was big and ugly with sharp teeth and hairy mane. It jumped out of the grass and let out an almighty roar. Petal was terrified. She ran as fast as she could. The lion chased her, swishing its tail and licking its lips. Petal kept running and running faster than ever before. The crashing sounds started to get louder and louder. There was thumps, bangs and crashes. It was an elephant pushing through the trees. The trees fell down and the noises got louder as the elephant got closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Petal was so very frightened. She wanted to go home but did not know how to escape. She ran and ran. Petal scurried up a tree trunk to escape the hungry animals. Just as the lion and elephant were about to eat her, Gordy swooped down in his spaceship and reached out to grab Petal and took her back to the moon. Petal and Gordy arrived safely back at their moon cave. Petal was still clutching some flowers she had picked. She proudly put them in a big glass vase on top of the TV and was relieved to be home and safe. They were both so exhausted after their scary adventure that they fell asleep once again. As they snored happily, a lion sneaked past the moon cave. He bared his teeth and licked his lips and sat outside the cave,